Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with the top story. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a meeting with the Defence Minister, NSA, CDS and chiefs of all armed forces to review national security at his residence in New Delhi. The government has closed 48 out of 87 tourist destinations across Kashmir over security concerns following Pahalgam terror attack. This measure aims to facilitate ongoing security operations and ensure the safety of the visitors. While the other destinations have been provided proper security, and an official said that some of these destinations have been closed temporarily. During the night of 28th and 29th April, the Pakistan Army resorted to unprovoked small arms firing across the line of control in areas opposite Kupwara and Baramulla districts as well as Akhnoor sector. The Indian Army responded in a measured and effective manner to the provocation. The Pakistan Army has been continuously violating the ceasefire on LOC for 6th day. A team of National Investigation Agency visited Baisardan Forest to investigate the Pahalgam terror attack. The team recreated the scene and collected evidence. A disturbing video capturing the Pahalgam terror attack has surfaced on social media. The footage, accidentally recorded by a tourist riding a zipline, shows people fleeing in panic as gunfire erupted. Rishi Bhatt, the tourist, said he narrowly escaped because he was mid-air on the zipline when the terrorists opened fire. Towards the end of the video, a body can be seen lying motionless on the ground. Zipline operator has been taken for questioning. India has taken strong measures against Pakistan, including the revocation of 14 categories of visas previously granted to Pakistani nationals. Pakistani visitors to India admitted on medical visa must exit by today, that is April 29th. Diplomatic and official visas will, however, remain valid, with any deadline to exit India to be decided by the Ministry of External Affairs. Long-term visas issued to Pakistani citizens will also remain valid. India launched a scathing critic of Pakistan at the launch of the Victims of Terrorism Association Network in the United Nations. India Deputy Envoy to the UN, Yojana Patel, reaffirmed that India has been a victim of cross-border terrorism. Taking a dig at Pakistan Defence Minister's remarks, she said that Pakistan is a rogue state and Pakistan Minister's confessions on his country's support to terror surprises no one. Ambassador Patel also slammed Pakistan for misusing and undermining the global forum to indulge in propaganda and make baseless allegations against India. In Ahmedabad city, a demolition drive was carried out at illegal settlements near Chandola Lake. The massive exercise was launched jointly by the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation and the State Police. According to Joint CP Crime, Sharat Singhal, a majority of Bangladeshis used to stay here. Chandola Lake has seen significant encroachment due to the continued arrival of Bangladeshi intruders. The ex-account of Pakistan Defence Minister Khwaja Asif has been blocked in India. On Monday, the Indian government blocked 16 Pakistani YouTube channels with a total of 63 million subscribers. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar held talks with Greek FM George Giera Petritis. Posting on X, the minister said that they discussed the Pahalgam terrorist attack and welcomed Greece's firm opposition to cross-border terrorism. An MOU was signed between Wadhwani Foundation and IIT Kanpur, IIT Bombay, Anusandhan National Research Foundation in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Yugam Conclave at Bharat Mandapam today. Various key projects were initiated during the conclave. Addressing the event, Prime Minister Modi expressed confidence that the efforts to enhance India's innovation capacity would gain momentum through this event. Prime Minister also remarked that the education system plays a crucial role in this preparation and underscored government's efforts to modernize India's education system to meet 21st century needs. Country's first green hydrogen certification scheme was launched at a workshop on the National Green Hydrogen Mission and opportunities for smaller manufacturing units organized by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in New Delhi. The initiative, inaugurated by Union Minister Prahlad Joshi and the Ministry's Secretary Santosh Kumar Sarangi, aims to establish robust quality and assurance standards for this emerging sector. A panel discussion followed, bringing together key stakeholders from the MSME sector, underlining their critical role in India's green energy future. Indian equity indices ended on a flat note in the volatile session on Tuesday. At close, the Sensex was up 70 points to stand at 80,288 and the Nifty stood at 24,336. Indian rupee ended 22 paise lower at 85.25 per dollar on Tuesday. Gold futures maturing on June 5 were priced at rupees 95,400 per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for May 5 maturity stood at rupees 97,290 per kg on the MCX. Global crude oil prices fell on Tuesday as investors lowered their demand growth expectations due to the ongoing trade war between the United States and China. Lufthansa, a major European airline, reported a $1 billion net loss in the first quarter, worsened than expected, citing increased uncertainty due to US trade tensions. The British energy giant BP's reported a deeper than expected 48% drop in net profit to $1.4 billion on weaker refining and gas trading, and announced the departure of its strategy chief as it tries to shore up investor confidence. India's Commerce and Industry Minister, Piyush Goyal, who is in London on a two-day visit, addressed the India-UK Business Roundtable, bringing together prominent business leaders and CEOs from both the countries. India's Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal is in London on a two-day visit for talks aimed at strengthening bilateral trade and investment relations. The minister met chairperson of Revolut, Martin Gilbert. Piyush Goyal also met CEO of De Beers Group AI Cook and his team to explore global trends in the gems and jewellery sector. They discussed India's opportunities and growth prospects for the diamond industry. Earlier, the Commerce Minister interacted with members of Indian business delegation over dinner. They discussed the robust growth of India's industry and avenues for greater collaboration with the UK. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has claimed a narrow victory in the snap election. In his victory speech, Carney told supporters that he looks forward to working constructively with all parties across Parliament. Carney also said that he has been warning for months that America wants our land, our resources, our country. He, however, hinted at sitting down with Trump to discuss future economic and security ties between two sovereign nations. Earlier, leader of the main opposition Conservative Party has conceded defeat, with its leader Pierre Poilievre saying hard lessons have been learned. Addressing his supporters, Poilievre told the crowd that he will continue to fight for Canadians and take their stories into Parliament. Prime Minister Modi congratulated Mark Carney on his election victory in Canada, posting on X, PM expressed India's willingness to work together to strengthen partnership between the two nations. US President Donald Trump's administration will move to reduce the impact of his automotive tariffs on Tuesday by alleviating some duties imposed on foreign parts and domestically manufactured cars. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick hailed it as a major victory, rewarding manufacturers who build in America while offering flexibility to those pledging future investments. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday announced a three-day truce starting from midnight May 8 to mark the 80th anniversary of Russia's Victory Day, which falls on May 9. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Monday that the world did not want to wait until May 8 for Putin's announced ceasefire in the more than three-year-old conflict only to be in effect for a few days. The head of Israel's domestic intelligence service, Ronen Bar, has announced his resignation and will step down on June 15. This came 6 weeks after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu tried to oust the security chief. The Shin Bet, which handles counter-terrorism investigations, has been at the center of a growing political battle pitting Netanyahu's coalition government against an array of critics. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrived at the Tel Aviv District Court on Tuesday to testify in his long-running corruption trial. He has denied any wrongdoing and has pleaded not guilty. The trial of Erin Patterson, accused of murdering 3 elderly people after serving them a lunch of poisonous mushrooms, began in Australia on Tuesday. South Korea's Supreme Court said it will rule on Thursday in a criminal case that could determine whether the frontrunner for the June 3 snap election, former opposition party leader Lee Jae-myung, can run for president. Spanish electricity grid operator said on Tuesday that its preliminary assessment had ruled out cyber attack as the cause of the nationwide power outage that hit most of Spain and Portugal on Monday. Spain's national train services were partially restored on Tuesday following a major power outage. In Madrid, up to 50% of regional trains were running and most regional services in Valencia are expected to resume. All right, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News.
नमस्कार। आज भी लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं कि सिनेमा का असली मकसद क्या है। मैं कहता हूं कि सिनेमा सिर्फ एक कहानी नहीं, एक एहसास है जो दिल तक जाए, जो यादों में रहे, ये दुनिया को जोड़ दे। वर्ल्ड ऑडियो विजुअल एंड एंटरटेनमेंट समिट वेव्स इज द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर ऑफ दैट जर्नी, जहां सिर्फ एंटरटेनमेंट ही नहीं, एक नया युग लिखा जाएगा। तो क्या आप इस कहानी का हिस्सा बनने के लिए तैयार हैं?
Connecting creators, connecting countries. Waves 2025.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. Some more stories. Relief swept through South Korea's Daegu on Tuesday as authorities announced a major wildfire had been extinguished, where more than 1,200 residents had been forced to evacuate. National Weather Service US has issued an advisory for outbreak of severe storms, destructive winds and large tornadoes for central US this week. Flood watches have been issued across portions of southwest Oklahoma due to excessive rainfall forecast over North Texas onto Oklahoma on Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms will be frequent from northern Texas to western portions of Arkansas and Missouri through the middle of the week. Amid the ongoing heat wave, India Met Department has issued an advisory of cloudy skies and potential thunderstorms for Delhi on Tuesday. IMD has predicted clear skies in Mumbai throughout the week. Temperatures are high and are expected to rise as the month proceeds. As per IMD, Kolkata and parts of West Bengal are set for stormy weather with pre-monsoon showers and Kal-Baisakhi rains until May 3rd. IMD has also warned the residents of Bengal of possible disruptions due to expected thunderstorms, strong winds and rain across North and South Bengal. While East and Central India continue to receive rainfall and thunderstorms till May 2nd, intensity of rainfall over Northeast India is likely to decrease from today as per IMD. Following continuous rainfall and frequent mudslides in North Sikkim, officials in Sikkim's Mangan district have issued new timings for vehicular movement through Sankalang. The Esplanade Hotel in Zagreb, a Balkan icon, is celebrating its 100th anniversary this month. Built in 1925 for Orient Express passengers, it has hosted stars like Shakira and David Beckham, as well as historical figures like Richard Nixon and Nikita Khrushchev. A new exhibition at Paris Guimet Museum showcases Cambodia's bronze heritage, featuring a restored monumental statue of Hindu Lord Vishnu, highlighting the country's rich artistic treasures beyond its temples and stone sculptures. The Herds, a travelling public art project, is visiting Dakar, Senegal to raise awareness about climate change and its impact on wildlife. Featuring life-size animal puppets, the project aims to evoke an emotional response and highlight the urgency of the issue as it travels across Africa and Europe. A sabre commissioned by Napoleon in 1802 will be auctioned in Paris on May 22nd. The sword, adorned with gilded silver and shark skin, was a ceremonial weapon and is expected to fetch up to $1.1 million. The Vatican Post Office issued a special edition stamp on Monday to mark the period when there is no Pope in office, known as the Sede Vacante. Roman Catholic cardinals will begin their secret conclave to elect the new leader of the global church on May 7. A new exhibition dedicated to the work of Japanese artist Utagawa Hiroshige opens at the British Museum in London this week. Hiroshige, artist of the open road, features Hiroshige's famous landscape and nature prints, highlighting his much admired technical skills. It will run until September 7. In Thailand, a Buddhist ceremony called Lang Pasha honors the unclaimed dead. Hundreds of skulls and bodies are cremated together in a ritual that helps spirit move on to rebirth. The ceremony, organized by local foundations, is seen as an act of merit, ensuring a better rebirth for the deceased. Ho Chi Minh City lined its streets with flags and posters on Tuesday as it prepared to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War. With the anniversary of the fall of Saigon, the city is named before the end of the war and the reunification of North and South Vietnam in 1975. Residents were seen in a jovial mood, dancing on the street, taking photos while waving flags and dressed in national colors. The much-awaited Char Dham Yatra in Uttarakhand is set to begin on the auspicious occasion of Akshaya Tritiya, starting April 30th. As part of the rituals leading up to the event, the Panchmukhi idol of Lord Kedarnath was ceremonially sent off to the shrine. The cast of upcoming sci-fi comedy Murder Bot attended the red carpet premiere in New York. The series will begin streaming on May 16, 2025. Director Alexander Payne is set to head the main jury in the upcoming Venice Film Festival. Payne, who has directed 8 feature films nominated for a total of 24 Oscars, expressed his excitement. The 78th Locarno Film Festival will honor actor and filmmaker Jackie Chan with the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award on August 9th. CJ Group Vice Chairman and producer Mickey Lee will receive the prestigious Ellis Island Medal of Honor, recognizing a 3-decade impact on elevating Korean entertainment worldwide. Director Joseph Kosinski, known for his film Top Gun Mavericks, is set to direct a Miami Vice remake under the banner of Universal Pictures. The movie is scheduled for a theatrical release on June 27th this year. Actor Terence Howard turned down the role for the biopic of R&B singer Marvin Gaye. The actor backed out from the project, citing concerns about Gaye's relations with another music artist. The Akshay Kumar-led courtroom drama Kesari 2 has maintained a steady box office trend. The film has already surpassed ₹100 crore gross, showing its strong performance at the box office. The 4th season of Pankaj Tripathi starrer Criminal Justice is set to stream on Jio Hotstar from May 22nd. He will be seen reprising his role of advocate Madhav Mishra. S.S. Rajamouli's magnum opus Bahubali will be re-released in October 2025 to celebrate its 10th anniversary. The announcement was made on social media platform. Veteran Malayalam filmmaker Shaji N. Karun has died at 73 in Thiruvananthapuram after a long illness. He was renowned for his critically acclaimed films like Piravi and Swaham. In Indian Premier League, Rajasthan Royals thrashed Gujarat Titans by 8 wickets on Monday. India's teenage sensation Vaibhav Suryavanshi on Monday rewrote history books as his sensational 35-ball 100 shattered multiple records. Suryavanshi became the youngest centurion in men's T20 cricket ever at just 14 years and 32 days. He also scored the second fastest century in IPL history. Delhi Capitals will host Kolkata Knight Riders at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi on Tuesday. India vs Sri Lanka Physical Disability T20 Cricket Series is set to kick off in Bengaluru from April 29th to May 5. Lima is set to host the Copa Libertadores final on November 29. The Peruvian capital hosted the first single match decider in tournament history in 2019. In soccer, Aston Villa forward Marcus Rashford will be out of action for the rest of the season after sustaining a hamstring injury. Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain will clash on Tuesday night in the first leg of their Champions League semi-finals. The English Premier League has announced the opening of an office in India. The new office will aim to engage local fans and partners and promote football in India. The International Tennis Integrity Agency has banned Australia's two-time Grand Slam doubles champion Max Purcell for 18 months for breaching the anti-doping rules. Japan breezed through to the Southern Cup quarterfinals after crushing France 5-0 on Tuesday. In Group C, Malaysia advanced with a 4-1 win over Australia in the biennial mixed team competition. The Indian women's baseball team confirmed their qualification for the Asian Cup 2025 after beating Thailand 6-5 in the super round stage of the qualifiers in Bangkok. Four-time Olympian Tricia Smith has been unanimously re-elected as president of the Canadian Olympic Committee. All-rounder Nat Skyver Brunt has succeeded Heather Knight as the captain of the English women's cricket team. All right, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.